Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Matt Turkington, and I'm here today to talk to you about the VoiceLive 3 by TC-Helicon. It's their latest and greatest vocal, guitar, and multi-looper effects pedal. In addition to that, I have the latest and greatest MP76 microphone. It's their controller microphone that they released not too long ago that has 4 programmable buttons that allows you to change between presets or change between steps within a preset or activate certain effects at the desired time by the click of a button. So that means you can focus more on your performance and less on having to get back to the pedal being landlocked during your performance. So the song that I chose today to create a preset for is Rainbow in the Dark by Dio. Most of you guys know this song, right? Okay. But I just want to go through and show you guys all of the parameters that I adjusted on this particular custom preset that I created, just so you have an idea of how it's done. And I will also have this available for download within the description of this video. So feel free to download that, use it as is, or feel free to modify it and adjust it to your liking. You could even use this preset as a template for other channels you want to create or other presets you want to create. So let's take a listen to the clip.
Alright guys, we're bypassed. This is where you get the crowd pumped, you throw some guitar picks, you headbang, you spray your sweat everywhere, or whatever you want to do. Let's get back into this, alright? When I see lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who's lost and never found. I feel the magic, I feel it floating in the air. But it's fear, and you hear it calling you beware. Look out! There's no sign of the morning coming, there's no sign of the day. You've been left on your own like a rainbow, like a rainbow in the dark. Yeah, yeah, you're a rainbow in the dark. You're a rainbow in the dark. There's no sign of the morning. You're like a rainbow in the dark.
Alright, so there it is. Sorry it wasn't the whole song, but the point of this video is to dive into the VoiceLive 3 and show you all the parameters that I adjusted within this particular custom preset. So let me show you how easy it is to move around and adjust some of these parameters so that you can modify this or create your own custom presets.
Alright guys, so let's dive into this. Alright, so in order to create a new preset, you can go to any of the default VoiceLive 3 presets, and all you have to do is hit store, and once you hit store, you'll notice that their store 2 is down here. So if we move this knob, we can actually designate it to an empty slot, and that will save a copy of it. And once it saves a copy, then you can go ahead and make your modifications there. So in order to confirm the store, you just hit store again, and it will look just like this. So the effects that I used for this were the mod, delay, reverb, double, and harmony. So let's go through it one by one. In order to access the edit options for any channel, you want to hit the vocal button off to the left. And so we click on that, and let's go to mod. So on mod, I just wanted a light chorus, You can choose through a bunch of them. Check 1 2, check 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 check. Some weird flangers. So I just wanted a light chorus. It added a little crispness, added some beef to the vocals. After that, the original really didn't have a ton of delay, or the original song, or it didn't really have any at all, for that matter, from what it sounded like. But I went ahead and added some just because who doesn't like delay? I think delay is awesome. So if we go over to the delay tab, I decided to add, make each delay a quarter note, and I turned down the feedback to 30% because we don't want it to, feedback forever. We want it to decay off. And then I turned down the delay level to about -20 dB. And in order to access any additional options for each one of these tabs, you can use this scroll wheel and scroll down. And you'll notice here, this particular rendition of the song is at 120 BPM. So I was actually able to manually set the delay so that it matched the song. So that's pretty much all I did for delay. Check. Oh, I forgot one thing. If you scroll down, you can mess with the low cut and high cut. And I didn't want each echo to be as crisp or clear as the original performance. And so what I did is I brought the high cut down in value. If you go up, check, 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 you'll notice it's really crisp. So I turned it down, that way it wouldn't conflict with the lead vocals as much. Check! Okay. So the next thing I went to was reverb. And I actually just cruised through the presets and I found this dome chapel. And I thought it worked pretty good. I put the decay down to 2.8. If you go higher, check, check. It lingers for a long time. So I brought it down to 2.8. And I turned the dB down so that it wasn't in your face. And so after that, we went to the double. The double I used for the pre-chorus. Check. No sign of the morning. So I did one voice tight, humanize. I didn't want it to vary as much if we turn that up. No sign of the morn. It gets a little looser. So I brought that down to 30. Made the double go down to -5 dB. One voice tight. Check 1 2 3 4 5. So there's all sorts of settings there, but I did one voice tight. And then you can change the style. Random, it just kind of, it varies from the original performance, so that it's, there's more contrast between the two. But for this particular one, I wanted to use tight. No sign, no! So it sounds like there's two, but it's just not as loose and warbly. If you go to relax, no sign of the morning coming! So it's a little varied, so I just decided to go to tight. So that's all I did for doubling. And then lastly, harmony. Check. Rainbow! So for this, I wanted one higher vocal. I brought it down about 4 dB. And check 1 2, check. Check 1 2. Well, we just want one. But that's just an example. You can kind of cruise around there. So let's go to high. And then if we scroll down on the wheel, we can access some of the other options. Now, this harmony, we want it to follow a certain key. This rendition of the song is in G sharp, I believe. And so, because we're using a single voice, there's 4 voices available, but we're using one, and we can switch this from natural play to scale. And I have it set up already. You can change the key here, and based on the key, it will choose different harmonies. And VoiceLive offers 3 different variations of majors and 3 different variations of minor, and then there's also custom options, which I'm not going to get into right now. But for this particular one, the first minor option actually worked out pretty good. Rainbow in the dark. All right. So we have that set, and I turned the human eyes to off just because I wanted it to follow the lead vocal as much as possible. That way the harmony stayed in tune and whatnot. And so, yeah, I turned down the dB there. And so that's all that I messed with this preset. If we want to get back out of these edit options, or if we want to store what we have changed here, you just go over to the store button and you click it once, and then you click it twice to confirm. If you wanted to save a variation of this while you kept the original, you could hit store and then store to another empty slot. But we're not going to do that. And if you want to, after you store, it's confirmed, you're ready to rock. And anytime you're in the edit screen, you can always get back to home just by hitting the home button.
Alright guys, so I think that wraps up this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys and proves to you that although this is a very powerful piece of equipment, it's very user-friendly and easy to adjust parameters within existing presets or custom presets that you create on your own. Feel free to download this preset through the link in the description of this video and use it as is or adjust it to your liking. Let me know how that goes. If you have any questions, hit me up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can visit me on my Facebook page, which is also a link in the description. But this will be one of several videos that I'm going to be putting out, so I look forward to putting out some more, and let me know if you guys have any feedback and any requests and whatnot. But we'll see you guys next time.
Alright guys, we're bypass. This is where you get the crowd pumped, you throw some guitar picks, you headbang, you spray your sweat everywhere, or whatever you want to do. Let's get back into this, alright? When I see light